Hi Padres, this is Chase, LikeTheBank. I'm here with Live, Don't Die, and this is the DadPods RentRant. Today on the DadPods RentRant, we are going to be discussing Spider-Man once again. This episode is going to have spoilers of one of that's way worse. Of the most recent comic books as far as the reveal of the identity of one of Spider-Man's new nemesises. So if you are reading the comics and you don't want that revealed to you right here, right now, then my advice is to stop watching this video. Otherwise, we're going to be talking about the latest reveal that Kindred is none other than Harry Osborn, Peter Parker's bestest friend in the whole wide world. Many of you may know that Harry Osborn is also the Green Goblin. Which makes me wonder why Spider-Man and Marvel's villains seem to be so smart and good at changing their identity when they need to. You know, when Harry Osborn's like, oh crap, everybody knows that I am the Green Goblin. He just says, I'm going to be Kindred now, and then nobody knows who he is. Meanwhile, you have Spider-Man, who at the most recent movie, Spider-Man Far From Home, is revealed to be none other than Peter Parker, just remains Spider-Man all the time. And there's really no reason for him to be anything but Spider-Man. I mean, his webs are synthetic. They're a science project, so that's not really part of his identity, so much as that he can climb walls and pick up very heavy things. Do you know what other animals can do that? Virtually any bug. People might know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, but do you know who they don't know? The identity of Roach Boy, or Ant Kid, or, I don't know, Fly on the Wall thing. He gets his technology... Yeah, Flyman. You know, he gets his technology from Tony Stark anyway at this point, so therefore if he wants to fly and have rockets, why not? He can be the Fly. He can just change his identity, and then, once again, no one will know. Keep in mind, he lives in a universe where there are tons and tons of heroes whose identities are both known and unknown. So there is virtually no reason for Spider-Man to stay Spider-Man once his secret identity is revealed. And then you have their villains, Harry Osborn, who seems to instinctively know this and just goes on to be Kindred. Also, Spider-Man's secret identity was never really very well hidden anyway. I mean, if you were, really like the police or investigators and you were searching out who he was, you'd be like, this guy shows up in the same outfit every single day. He probably smells like spandex and gym socks. He probably stinks. His hair is probably matted to his forehead like he's wearing a beanie no matter what time of year it is. So if you see someone who stinks, like spandex and gym shorts, and has beanie hair all the time, he's wanted for questioning. Also, because he has synthetic webbing and non-organic webbing, unlike that fella from the Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire, we also know that he's some sort of sciencey nerd. A sciencey nerd who's inactive between the hours of 7 a.m. through 2 p.m. during the school year. So we know he's most likely a high school student. If you know a high school student nerd who smells like a gym locker room, please give us a call. Also wanted for questioning is the nephew of this lady who was seen trying to cash a check at a bank when she was kidnapped by a mechanical octopus man.
Hand her over!
Of course!
Easy now!
Butterfingers.
Last year, her husband was shot and killed just days before Spider-Man became active to the public.
Peter.
She has a nephew named Peter Parker who fits every single one of these categories that we're looking for. So if you know this Peter Parker, he's wanted for questioning. Unrelated. So anyway, I just don't think that Marvel superheroes are very good at this whole, secret identity thing. So I guess that it's good that in the MCU, most of them don't have secret identities. You know, like Iron Man revealed that he was Iron Man in the very first movie, and since then, basically the only MCU character that even has a secret identity is Peter Parker, and it's probably the least well-guarded secret identity there is. So with that said, Marvel, why not make your superheroes as smart as your supervillains? That's all I'm asking. Anyway, this is Chase, Like the Bank. I've been here with the super fidgety Live, Don't Die. And this has been an episode of the DadPods RentRant.
This was supposed to be an episode about unicorns, but my daddy lied to me, so I'm getting ice cream.